You've just sacked your biggest global star. Why? How?
It's been a really difficult decision, not an easy one. On the one hand, you have the fact that Jeremy Clarkson is indeed a major talent. Millions are fans of his. Indeed, I include myself as being a fan of his and Top Gear. On the other hand, what has happened in this incident has crossed the line. You can't, as I think the report makes clear, not condemn an assault, physical assault, plus sustained verbal abuse against a member of the staff. It's crossed the line. It's sad, but it's crossed the line.
This is a massive letdown for millions of fans. There must have been another alternative, because you're denying people a star they really like.
Well, I can see no alternative, sadly, to the course of action I've taken today. What I'm hoping is that the controller of BBC Two will be able to put together the last programmes in this current series, sadly without Jeremy. And then I think the most important thing is to look to 2016 and how we can renew the programme and give back to the fans, of which I am one, a programme which they love. And that'll be different and it'll be difficult, but I think that's what we've got to do.
You've met Jeremy Clarkson. Did he ask for his job? Did he not want to be sacked, or did he know it was going to happen?
Well, it was a private conversation, and I think he understood, as do most of the people that I've talked to on this, that this is a hard decision. You're balancing a very popular, outstanding presenter of a programme which is really important to millions in this country and millions around the world, against behaviour in an incident which has gone over the line. You cannot accept physical violence coupled with sustained verbal abuse.
The BBC...
And I'm sorry it's gone over the line, but it did.
Is he paying the price for the BBC having failed in the past and having to make an issue about how it deals with top talent?
I don't see it that way. I see this very much as dealing with an incident here which I wish had never happened, and I'm sure all those concerned wish had never happened. But I go back, what you're weighing is, on the one hand, sustained verbal abuse coupled with violence against a senior producer, senior member of the team, against the popularity of Jeremy and the programme. And I think the task now is to take Top Gear forward into the future. It'll be different, but I think that's what our fans of the programme would want us to do, and that's what we must now do.
Oisin Tymon has suffered verbal abuse, physical assault. Now he's going to be blamed for Clarkson going. Aren't you exposing him in the future here?
Well, this is none of his making, and I think the job of the BBC is to support him and to ensure that he has a good future in the BBC. And when I met him yesterday to talk to him about what had happened, because I felt I ought to, then I wanted to make clear to him that he has my support and the BBC support for what I hope will be a really great career in the future.
Was there no way you could have stopped this situation? Clarkson is the biggest global star the BBC's got.
Look, if there was a way through this other than through what we've done today, then of course I needed to weigh that. Sadly, and I say sadly, I think when you look at the facts of a physical assault against a senior member of staff, with also verbal abuse of the sort that no one should have to put up with, couple that with the fact you have someone who is loved by millions of people around the world, and I have to say I'm a big fan myself. If there was another way through it, I'd like to have found it, but there was no other way through it than through what's happened today.
If Jeremy Clarkson fights this, will you carry on? Will you fight this?
I don't know what fight in your sense means. I think this is not a day that anyone feels particularly great about. We're weighing two things, physical abuse against a member of staff and sustained verbal abuse against someone who is an outstanding BBC presenter. And so the decision I take with no relish at all. But I think it's the only decision, and I hope his many, many fans, and I include myself in that, will understand, maybe not agree, but understand why.
Thank you.